Hello, this video is designed to show you how simple and how easy it is to take a hair tissue sample for a hair tissue mineral analysis. Now the first thing that will arrive is the actual sample kit in the mail, and that will look like this. On the back of this are some instructions which I would encourage you to read. It's not essential, as this video should suffice, and there's also some other instructions on the website, but they are there nonetheless for you. And inside this sample kit you'll find two things. One is this envelope which you'll need to fill in with your information, and two is this weight scale which will help you determine how much hair you actually need. It's very easy to use, and we'll show you that in 1 second. Now before you actually take the sample, it's very, very important that you have the person ready to go. And you'll need your scissors here, which must be stainless steel and clean. You also need to ensure that the person whose hair you're taking has clean and dry hair. Now the hair should have been washed at least 4 hours ago, but not more than 24 hours ago. If someone has dyed or bleached hair, that's okay, but you want to ensure that it has been washed at least 5 times before you take the sample, and preferably you'd like to let the hair grow without it being dyed for as long as possible, sample it, and then get it dyed right after that. That'd be a little bit more natural, a little bit better if you could do that. The other question we get is, what if someone doesn't have any hair? The answer to this is that yes, you can use other sources of hair, but it's not as good, and you should speak to me about that before you do anything else. All right, when it comes to actually sampling the hair, you need to set up the scale. And for the scale, you simply fold down these edges like that, and that, and you place that on a table. Now what you'll notice is that when you put a little bit of weight on here where the hair is to go, that goes down very easy. Once that goes down from the weight of the hair, you have enough hair and you can stop taking samples. All right, what we'll do now is take the sample off of Mackenzie here, and if someone has longer hair, it can be a little bit more difficult. You may want some ties or clips to hold it up. But essentially what you're going to do is take a bit of a ponytail like this and pull the hair up, because all the hair that you take, you want to take from the base of the skull. And I'll get you to turn your head a little bit this way. Now I've done this quite a few times, so I'm just going to hold it across like that, up out of the way. And then we're going to take a very small piece of hair here. It's not a lot of hair. And you just isolate the bit that you want. And then you take your scissors and you cut it at the scalp. We'll show you that here. Now, you notice there's a lot of hair there, and we only want the 3 centimeters closest to the scalp. So, we're going to cut off the long ends of this hair, just like this. And we keep the bit that was closest to the scalp, a bit stragglies there, and place that on the scale. Now that didn't go down. Mackenzie has fairly thin hair, so I'll need to take a sample from another spot. Move it around so it doesn't have a thinning effect, but it's not actually taking a lot of hair, as you can see there. So we'll come around to this side over here. Can you turn your head a little bit more? We'll get another spot right there. Again, off the base of the skull, snip off the ends, get rid of the straggly bits, put that on, and that's just enough hair to send that down, which means we're all right to send that sample in. Take the hair, place it in the envelope, and then seal it. Once you have the sample, and you should have written your information on there as well, you're going to take your order form, and in this little envelope slot here, you take the sample, slide that in there, and then the next thing you need to do is fill in part 5. And it's very simple to do. What you need to do is simply tick off the boxes that are currently applicable to you. You may have one, you may have none, you may have many. If this is a retest, you want to tick off the appropriate boxes down here with respect to the retest. Once that's done, you need to fill in part 2, which is just your information, and this all makes sense. Once part 2 and part 5 are filled in and you've got the hair tissue sample in there, you're done. Take this whole envelope, this whole kit, and go to the post office. And in Australia, you want to purchase an International Express Post envelope. It should be about $14. And you mail this whole thing off to this address, which is in the United States. Now, what will happen is it'll take a bit of time to get there, a bit of time to do the test over there, and then a bit of time for that to be mailed back to me. Once I've received the kit back is when I will contact you and we'll set up the next appointment to go over the results. So hopefully this shows you how absolutely simple a hair tissue analysis is. However, if you have any questions, make sure you do ask before you go snipping away on the hair, and we'll make sure that the process is a very simple one for you. That's it. Thank you.